If you're still sitting on a triple line dialer generating your own leads in 2026, this video is going to save you a serious amount of time. Because the way most wholesalers are running their marketing right now is the exact same way we were running ours 3 years ago. And I'm telling you, it's costing them more than they realize. These 5 tools are what took us from inconsistent months to consistent 6-figure months, and now multiple 6-figure months every single month in our wholesale business. In this video, I'm gonna be breaking down the only 5 tools you actually need in order to scale. Not the massive tech stack that every guru throws at you, just the things that actually move the needle. Whether you're trying to close out your first few deals or you're already doing consistent volume and trying to stop doing everything yourself, pay attention. Before we even get into the tools, there's one mindset shift that completely changed how we run our marketing. Doing your own cold calling is dead. I know it's a bold statement because cold calling itself isn't dead. It's still one of the best ways to generate motivated seller leads. That has not changed. Now what has changed is who should be making those cold calls for you. When me and my business partner Ethan first started, we were on the phones ourselves, 200 to 300 dials every single day. And at that time, it made sense. But here's the reality. You can hire someone overseas to make those exact same calls for $4 to $6 an hour. And your time as a business owner is worth significantly more than that. Cold calling as a marketing channel is not dead. Cold calling yourself is completely dead. The moment you accept that is the moment you can actually start building something that scales. And this isn't coming from a place of feeling. This is coming from a place of actually looking at the data and making decisions from it. Because over these last few years, we have seen that it takes significantly way more dials in order to actually generate a motivated seller lead. And if you want me to give you the brutal and honest truth, if you want to go get a list of 10,000 records, put it into a triple line dialer and cold call it yourself, you're probably not going to get a contract in until your 4th or 5th month. And that's even if you're putting about 20 hours a week into this. And it's not to say that if you were to go that route that you would not be able to find success. I'm just saying that it would take significantly longer if you were to do the cold calling yourself. So now that we got that mindset shift out of the way, let's get into the 5 tools. The first tool that you're going to want to take advantage of is a call center provider, VAs, cold callers to do the cold calling for you. This right here becomes your marketing engine. Instead of you or your acquisition reps burning hours on a dialer every single day, you're going to have an outsourced team doing the cold calling for you. The virtual assistants or the call center providers that we work with are overseas out in Egypt, and honestly, it's been one of the best decisions that we've been able to make. The guys over there, they work hard, they're great on the phones, and their accent aren't nearly as heavy as some people assume they'll be. And that's a majority of the time, the sellers have absolutely no idea that they're talking to somebody that is overseas. And for $4 to $6 an hour, you're getting the same output as domestic callers at a fraction of the cost. Every lead that they generate gets uploaded directly into our CRM. And on average, one cold caller brings in roughly 40 leads every single month. And when you have multiple callers running simultaneously, your pipeline fills up without you ever having to pick up the dialer. So that's tool number 1, take advantage of VA cold callers. Now, tied directly into your call center is your data. So tool number 2 is going to be your data. Because your callers are only as good as the list that they are calling on. If the data is garbage, the calls and the leads that you get are going to be garbage. And if the leads that they're generating are garbage, nothing downstream is going to save you. You need accurate and targeted records, so your callers spend time talking to people who actually have a reason to sell. And the data provider that we use for our wholesaling business today is kindskiptracing.com. And the filters that we've had a lot of success with is absentee owners and 40 to 50% equity or higher. That list will give you people that own properties that they don't live in and have enough equity to make deals work. And oftentimes the people that are inside that list are going to be tired landlords. Right there, that is going to be your sweet spot. Invest in good data. This is not the place to cut corners. Now going on to the third tool, that will be a CRM. And this one is a non-negotiable. I don't care if you're doing 2 deals a month or if you're doing 20 deals a month. If you're not running everything through a CRM, you are leaving deals on the table every single week. Here's what a CRM actually does for you. It stores every single interested lead and all of the information that is attached to them. It lets you prioritize the leads from highest quality to lowest quality so your reps know exactly who to call first. It allows you to create tasks so no follow-ups ever get missed and no deal will slip through the cracks. Because in this business, the fortune is genuinely in the follow-up. Most deals don't close on the first call. They close because you stayed in that seller's ear for weeks or months until the timing was perfect. Having a CRM also allows you to quality control your acquisition team so you can see which leads are being updated, which reps are actually doing the work, which opportunities or which deals are being neglected. Everything becomes very visible. For me and my team, we use Follow Up Boss. And once your team actually runs through a CRM properly, the visibility into your business changes completely. The fourth tool is a phone system. I know this sounds super basic, but I can't tell you how many people still run their business off of a personal cell phone. Here's why that's a problem. The moment your business and personal life share the same number, you're cooked. You miss calls, you miss text, you lose track of conversations, everything just gets super messy. Whereas having a real phone system solves all of that. It does three things that matter. Number one, it stores call recordings, and call recordings are everything because you cannot coach what you cannot hear. Even if you're a one-man team and you're doing this alone, you need to be reviewing your own calls so you can get better on the phone. Secondly, it gives you a complete backlog of conversations so you can cross-reference those with inside of your CRM and make sure that everything is being updated properly. And thirdly, which is probably one of the most important aspects of having a phone system, it makes it so much easier to track your KPIs. How many calls did you make today? How many conversations did you have? What is your talk time? What is your average talk time? Those numbers matter more than you know. And if you haven't yet, be sure to watch my last video where I go over every single data point that I track with inside of my business. And luckily enough, almost every good phone system integrates directly with a CRM, so everything flows together automatically. They operate as one system, not two separate tools. Now, for the fifth and final tool, that is going to be a scorecard. And this is probably the most overlooked thing on this list. A scorecard is simply a place where you track the key numbers and every department owns a number. Marketing, acquisitions, dispositions, operations, every department owns numbers. And those numbers get reviewed and updated consistently. Here's why this matters. As a wise man once said, numbers don't lie. When something starts breaking, the scorecard tells you exactly where before it becomes a major problem. If your contact rates drop, you know immediately what the fix is. If your offer rates fall, you know immediately where the fix is. If disposition slows down, again, you know immediately. Without a scorecard, you're operating on gut feelings. And like I said in my previous video, when you have a scorecard, you are making decisions based on reality. And the good news, you don't need fancy software. A Google Sheet works, an Excel sheet works. If you want the exact template that we use inside of our wholesale business today, the link is in the description. Now, if you want all 5 of these tools built out and running with inside of your business without having to figure it all out yourself, that is exactly what we do inside of our Done For You program. Inside, that's where we set up your CRM, we handle all of your marketing for you so you get motivated seller leads sent directly into your CRM. We give you our scorecard templates, we coach your seller conversations, we review your numbers, and we help you manage your pipeline overall. When you join our Done For You program, we make it to where all you have to do is show up and close out the deals. If that's something that you're interested in, check out the link in the description. Now here's the big takeaway. Here's what I want you to understand about these 5 tools. They're not separate. You don't pick and choose. They all work together. Your call center is going to generate the leads. Your data powers the call center. Those leads flow into your CRM and your phone system integrates with your CRM. Every conversation gets logged and recorded and your scorecard tracks the output of all of that. You need all 5 of these working together for this thing to actually function like a business. Call center, data, CRM, phone system, and scorecard. Get all 5 running together and your business starts looking like a real operation instead of a side hustle. Now, if you watch this video all the way to the end, I want you to take the time to comment what city you are watching this from down below. I want to see who's actually serious about taking wholesaling to the next level. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.